Hello, this is Mr. Baker, and we are working on one-step equations with subtraction. So let's go ahead and jump into our problem. It says Joe has 22 less oranges than Fred. If Joe has 55 oranges, how many oranges does Fred have? So we're going to start by underlining the last sentence because that's where we're going to find out what the question is asking. So how many oranges does Fred have? So it looks like we have two people. Here we have Joe. And here we have Fred. And so what do we know so far? We do know that Joe has 55 oranges. Fred, we don't know. So let's go ahead and get started with our equation. Our equation means that there's going to be an equal sign. And so we do know part of this. We do know that Joe has 55 oranges. But we do know 22 less. That's what Joe has 22 less oranges than Fred. So 22 less is going to look like this. Take away 22. And Joe has 22 less oranges than Fred. So here's Fred. We're going to use the variable f to represent the number of oranges that Fred has. And so we know 22 less than Fred is what Joe has, and Joe has 55. So from what we've learned so far about our inverse operation is that the inverse operation of subtraction is addition. And in this case, we're going to add something to both sides, always keeping things balanced. So we're going to add 22 to both sides. And when we do that, it's going to isolate our variable. Minus 22 and a 22 becomes 0, leaving us with f, which is on the left side. And 55 plus 22 is going to give us 77. And that's how many oranges Fred has. 77. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and check our work. So our original equation was f minus 22 equals 55. And when I substitute 77 in for f, let's see if that gives me what I'm looking for, which is 55. 77 take away 22 is 55. And 55 equals 55. It does check out. Yes, sirree. And that concludes our lesson for today. Good luck.